welcome to LoudMouth News. Let's talk about it.
So yeah, the MJAC 2017 Investors Hub Investor Conference in Los Angeles. Yeah, so there was no question that the big winners were the media companies that were there, particularly. And one of the things I found most interesting was the CBMJ guys, basically the only people that can put cannabis companies on mainstream media, were getting so much attention that, you know, by the time you walked around to the other media companies,
yes,
they were all saying that they could put you on mainstream media as well. However, you know, the consultants and the PR companies, however, when you pressed them on it, they said, well, yeah, we can do that through CBMJ.
That's Cannabis Broadcast Media.
Exactly.
They were everywhere. They did their homework.
So I will say this, though. Sarah Gullickson, which we talked about, because all we had before was a picture of her.
Yeah. That's the one where everybody in the studio was going, wow, look at Sarah.
She's pretty.
Anyway.
So what is she like?
She's very bright. Very bright
well-spoken lady.
Solid, you know, kind of like a Lori Grinner. I mean, very, very sharp.
So, you know, you got the blue eyes, the Hollywood smile. So what did she look at you and go, who are you? And what do you want?
I think she went, those are those loudmouth guys, and I don't want them talking smack about me.
Really?
No, actually, she came up and she said, that was such a nice thing you said about me. And I said, what, that you were hot?
Right, yeah.
And she says, well, that.
Oh, yeah, she heard the segment, huh?
One incredibly impressive presentation came from the gal that runs Apothecary, which is basically like a humidor box with little compartments inside it that you can keep your different buds in, etc. And it keeps it from drying out like a humidor. Purely revolutionary. Yeah. Not a cheap item. It was a couple $100.
A lot of people don't realize this, but you can put your weed in there.
Very well built. Very nice.
Did you just say apoth? Like a pot to carry?
Yeah, like that's
like
how it's spelled.
P-O-T-H, pot?
Apothecary, yeah.
You know?
Oh my God, it does. It says a pot he carry.
A pot he carry.
A pot he carry. Fantastic product. You really should look it up.
You have little compartments for your cannabis or your different pipes and perhaps some paper.
Some of the things that were selling points on it was obviously that it had the ability to keep things from drying out. It kept things separate. It didn't cross-contaminate any of your product and utensils.
Oh, and you can put your weed in there.
So what she's trying to do, this apothecary thing, she's trying to get into these dispensaries. So maybe some of the people, you know, hey, I like that.
No, she's more like, I mean, they may sell them, but it's kind of a high-end product. This is more for the connoisseur.
Oh, gnarly.
Did we talk about Humboldt County, California?
Oh, my holy Humboldt, California.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite cheeses, by the way. That's the only thing I know about Humboldt County, California.
Cheeses?
Oh, yeah. Cheese.
Yeah, it's called Humboldt Fog. It's a part of the bloomy cheese family, which is like brie, that sort of thing. And I'm pretty sure you've had it at all these parties you attend.
I've had a lot of things at parties. I have no idea what I was eating.
You can't say that.
I do. I mean, they'd come around with the trays.
Right. You come around with a tray.
Like, you want some of this? I'm like, sure.
Well, what is this?
It's a bowl of chowder, sir.
So you've had Humboldt Fog because Humboldt Fog is part of a cheese platter.
I have. I mean, like I said, I quit asking a long time ago what stuff. I just eat it.
It's chowder.
But then, why did we get on this cheese thing? What is this Humboldt County thing all about anyway, besides cheese?
Now, not only is Humboldt County known for cheese, which I didn't even know.
World famous, by the way.
There's an incredible magazine there.
No.
There is. I mean,
no.
You got the CBMJ guys obviously taking the brownie, the cake, as we say. But the other real notable media company is a magazine called Emerald. The Emerald magazine. Just simple, like that, classy.
You stay classy.
Very classy.
So what's the magazine's platform? What are they? Are they selling trucks, cars? What are they doing?
No,
Talking about botanists who do a really good job on growing plants, or what's happening?
There's a lot of that. I don't know if there's trucks in there, but it's a lifestyle magazine rather than coming out like a High Times or.
Hey, High Times is world famous.
They're doing excellent. They do what they do very well. But it's here's your buds, here's your this, here. It's kind of a consumption magazine, whereas Emerald is more of a lifestyle magazine. It says, hey, I'm whoever I am. I'm a lawyer. I'm a doctor. I'm a classy woman. And this is something that I have included into my lifestyle.
So you got these lawyers, doctors, attorneys, business owners who partake in the cannabis, and this is their lifestyle. They actually have a wonderful life.
What is it you want, Barry?
You want the moon? Just say the word and I'll throw a lasso around it and pull it down.
They enjoy the beautiful things in life just like everybody else. Just because they got a little cannabis going on there doesn't mean that their lifestyle is not worth looking at. Is that what this magazine, are the interviews?
It's celebrating the life that you live in all aspects of the life, not just the one part of it.
Wow, what an interesting concept.
There's pieces on camping, on blowing glass, on artwork. Incredible. But the number one thing that separates them apart, you get your CBMJ guys, the first guys that are able to put cannabis companies on mainstream media. Well, the Emerald magazine is the first cannabis-specific magazine that's been able to attract non-cannabis advertisers.
So this is a magazine that is not about what you're going to need today is an apple, some aluminum foil, a toothpick, and 3 straws.
And then I'm gonna build things.
No, but there's products and so forth that advertise in there. But what really separated them apart? They have real estate people advertising in there.
That's very good. So these are non-cannabis people that are advertising in this magazine.
Yeah, and now I'll blow you away. Like CBMJ's been able to get cannabis companies on mainstream media like television. Emerald magazine is available at Whole Foods.
So there you go. She's part of the solution, not the problem.
First cannabis magazine to get into mainstream distribution of a connoisseur high-end.
You said high-end. That's funny.
Oh, okay. I see what you did there.
Sorry, that was cheesy.
So we got interviews, things like that, you know, features and lifestyles.
Humboldt Fog cheesy.
So what's her subscription level like? Is she out there, or is this something new? I've been radio in the first I've heard of it. You're kidding me.
2012. They've been producing this magazine since 2012.
Been around a while.
It
so
has
she's
been.
Probably got a subscription level that's impressive.
Oh, very impressive.
Could you pull up anything on that magazine?
Oh, it's right here on LoudMouth News.
Hey, that's us.
Right here, LoudMouth News, Emerald Magazine.
Emerald Magazine at Whole Foods.
It's not just Emerald Magazine, it's the Emerald Magazine.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
The whole website, magazine, and definitely lifestyle. You know, but this looks like something Martha Stewart would appreciate.
I mean, who could be better to make Christmas cookies than Snoop Dogg? And you wanted us to make green-colored brownies.
Should they want to be the Martha Stewart of cannabis? That is actually how they present themselves. Beautiful stuff. They were unaware of the conference until right before it came about, when they saw an advertisement on television when they were in Austin, Texas. So clickety clackety, they got the last booth.
Well, it was a worldwide event, and it happened in Los Angeles. So why they picked Texas to spend advertising dollars is beyond me. Did they spend advertising dollars in all 50 states?
CBMJ put the MJAC 2017 commercial on networks across the nation.
Folks, you need to remember CBMJ, or Canna Broadcast Media.
Yeah, if you want to get any cannabis type product or company or concept talked about in mainstream media, by mainstream media, I'm talking about Fox, CNBC, those types of places.
But what I'm seeing about Canna Broadcast Media is they're not waiting for somebody to answer the door because they're knocking on it. Canna looks like they want to kick the doors down on a lot of things right now. Just kick it down and then let's see what happens, which is a good thing because the Emerald Magazine is in Whole Foods. That's crazy.
It's at Whole Foods. You can get an online subscription of it at theemeraldmagazine.com.
But what was that lady's name again, and how did she come up with this?
Christina DiGiovanni. She was a journalism major.
How can we get her on the show? Totally interested in this magazine.
This would be a tough cookie to crack.
Did you get a chance to talk to her at all?
I did talk to her. I talked to her and her mother.
And?
Very sharp. Very, very sharp.
Was she trying to sell the magazine there? Did she have her own booth?
She had a booth. She
wasn't part of the Shark Tank event.
No, she didn't present. But I was extremely impressed by the way people talked about the magazine, the way they talked about her in particular. Tremendous support from her mother who was there.
Moms are always good support.
Yeah.
She's onto something because, you normally don't associate a wonderful life with cannabis.
And I'm going to see the world. Italy, Greece, the Parthenon, the Colosseum.
People who are living a wonderful life, doing what they want to do in life, have all these beautiful things in life.
Oh, Your youth is wasted on the wrong people.
Yeah, I mean,
She's featuring these things.
the magazine intends to educate and enlighten the public on social, medical, and ongoing advancements, and works to establish a public tolerance and awareness as we move towards the age of legalization.
All I want to know is who's coming.
Wait a minute, the Emerald Magazine. That's what we're supposed to do. We're at LoudMouth News. We're doing that already, and she's doing that too. So kudos to the lady at the Emerald Magazine.
Yeah, well, you can't see us and you can't hear her. Now, there were other magazines there, but none stood out like Emerald. None. None were as well produced. None of them had an element of class.
So overall, what kind of success would you give the event in Los Angeles?
It was a tremendous success. There were a lot of people there, but I think the key element of it was the quality of people that were there.
Where can you find out more about all of these stories and the success of this event?
Right here on LoudMouthNews.com. This has been a LoudMouth News Break. If you want to hear everything going on in the cannabis industry, then turn into LoudMouthNews.com. Let's talk about it.